wants the Ghanaian people to know that nobody will get away with the looting that has happened in our country. All the scandals that we have seen from National Cathedral, from PDS, from the COVID-19, Ejapa, PDS, Skytrain, Poalugo Dam,
and defeat corruption is by having leadership which is trusted, which is incorruptible, which has a track record of being honest with the Ghanaian people. Character is key. Without character, the corruption fight cannot be won. Without integrity, the corruption fight cannot be won. And we all know that in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we have a leader who has that character, who has that track record to fight corruption and to defeat corruption. So as I stand before you today, the joy I have is that even though we have been depressed by intercepting on a daily basis the evidence of their corruption, the evidence of their looting, the evidence of their state capture, I am glad that with President Mahama, the final interception, the interception of our victory will happen on the 7th of December 2024. Comrades, brothers and sisters, you hear on a daily basis some people say the two parties appear the same. NPP and Ndc are the same. In this fight against corruption, we refuse, we reject that business and unfounded claim that the two parties are the same. We are not the same. The NDC is different. We are not the same. Fortunately, President Mahama has been in office before. Did you ever hear President Mahama say that he woke up with a nightmare and so has decided to make a personal pledge, and so he's going to sing $58.1 million in the world's most expensive pit? That has never happened under any NDC leader. Where God is deceived, the clergy are deceived, and the Ghanaian people are deceived. It has never happened and will never happen under President Mahama. That was not the only deceit with the 339 million CD National Cathedral. In the process, so many important edifices were demolished. As we speak, the Judicial Training Institute has been demolished. Judges' bungalows have been demolished. Scholarship Secretariat demolished. Passport Head Office demolished. NCC bungalows demolished. Thompson's IT firm demolished. Waterstone Realty Apartment Complex demolished. The Malian Ambassador's residence demolished. So we have one leader who is a nation builder. He is building UGMC, building the Rich Hospital, building the Hospital, building Kanakwe, building Kumasi Airport, building Kamale Airport, building Ho Airport. And another leader is demolishing, destroying in a deceptive pledge where he says he will not use our taxes. How can you say that these two people are the same, that these two parties are the same? President Mahama did not promise that after his tenure, he will make sure that the era of soul sourcing comes to an end. And then we discovered in the 2023 Auditor General's report that apparently 87%, unprecedented, unseen before, 87% of cocoa road projects were all single source. And guess what? Government brothers at the center of that inflated single sourcing scandal. That is according to the Lordina report. We never saw this under President Mahama. Under President Mahama, we never saw a situation where he allows a cabinet minister to purchase state assets. And only this week, President Akufo has been saying that the brouhaha, the agitation by organized labor, all of that was needless. Can you believe that? Such naked conflict of interest. We never saw that in the President Mahama. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that our country is headed in the wrong direction. When you read the Afro-Lordina Democracy Risk Report, it says 9 out of 10 Ghanaians believe that Ghana is heading in the wrong direction. That same Afro-Lordina says that corruption is at an all-time high. Indeed, if you read the corruption perception index over the last 4 years, we have stagnated. Their best performance is President Mahama's worst performance. So when it comes to good governance, President Mahama is unmatched and unrivaled. I can confirm to you this afternoon that President Mahama's manifesto, the recently Ghana manifesto, has the most far-reaching policies to oppose corruption, to ruthlessly deal with corruption and end corruption once and for all. Whereas the others are silent on corruption in their manifesto, President Mahama confronts corruption head-on. And one of the things I love about his anti-corruption policy is that he says that we are going to have, for the first time in our history, a state asset register. We will all as Ghanaians know where our state assets are. In Parliament, for more than 2.5 years, we have been asking them to tell us the state of our public lands. They cannot tell us. They cannot publish the list. And yet, on the daily basis, they are selling the state lands. They can't tell us how many bungalows we have. They can't tell us the acreage of our forest left. And yet, when they die, we see in their wills, forests, around their sites, where they have will to their nephews forever. President Mahama is saying that that impunity is going to end and we are going to have a state assets register. I am also excited about the details of Operation Recover All Loot. You heard President Mahama talk about that. He wants the Ghanaian people to know that nobody will get away with the looting all the standards that we have seen from National Cathedral, from meetings, from the COVID-19, the Japan, BDS, Skytrain, for local dam, the appearance fees, the ambulance spare parts. President Mahama says he is going to launch an impartial, credible inquiry and forensic audit into all of these loots. And for those of you who have been asking, brilliant proposals from President Mahama, how is he going to fund them? Operation Recover All Loot will help us to fund this project a great deal. As we speak, a gentleman called Paris Summers is keeping our $6 million in America. There are some shonky sheikhs keeping our $2.4 million in Dubai under a so-called Sputnik V scandal. Sputnik V manufactured in Russia, and yet this affordable government, they were in Dubai looking for Sputnik V. When the Russian embassy in Accra told us that they have been waiting for us, other governments are dealing with the Russian government formally. We were dealing with middlemen, shonky sheikhs. Skytrain, $2 million. All of these sums, in Japan, $12 million, Puerto, $11.9 million. We are saying Operation Recover All Loot will retrieve all of these looted funds for national development. President Mahama is also saying in the manifesto that we will collaborate with the judiciary to establish a special court for persons who adverse findings have been made against them by the Auditor General and the Public Accounts Committee. President Mahama is also saying that for the first time in the history of Ghana, we will legislate have a special legislation on scholarships. And as former Deputy Minister for Education, I know that scholarships regime in Ghana is uncoordinated. You have scholarship secretariat, you have GFPC, you have COCO board, you have all kinds of institutions carrying out scholarships. We are going to have one law coordinated, and what I love most about this law is that politicians, politically exposed persons, family members of government officials, as you heard President Mahama say, are going to be prohibited. It will be totally banned from the scholarship. Scholarships will return to the brilliant but needy. I am also excited that President Mahama has indicated, when we go through the manifesto, that he is going to collapse the practice of having a special emoluments commission to deal with only Article 71 office holders. He is going to break the gap between Article 71 office holders and the main workers. So he will put together one body, the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and then the Emoluments Commission will be put together as one body to take care of wages, to take care of remuneration, and the conditions of service of the net. So that the gulf between Article 71 office holders and the rest of the net workers, that gulf will be bridged and addressed once and for all. President Mahama is also saying that our friends in the media, he is going to repeal all anti-press freedom laws and fully implement the RTI. The RTI has too many exemptions and too many institutions who are not implementing the right to information law. He is saying that under his watch, he will make sure that we have the full operationalization of the RTI. Finally, to the diplomats who are here, you will be excited to hear that President Mahama says that he is going to respect international law, respect the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. The inviolability of diplomatic missions will be protected. This practice unseen before only under the approval of Colonial government, where embassies are being demolished, the Nigerian High Commission properties, the Bulgarian embassy, that era is coming to an end, and all diplomatic missions can carry out their diplomatic assignments in peace and stability. The demolition of embassies because of youth, land grab, state capture is coming to an end, and that is another exciting policy to look out for, in addition to a friendly foreign policy climate that will enhance good governance and deepen partnerships and make us a country that is friendly to all persons. Now we know, here from Uganda,
and democratic development. While dynamic audiences such peace remind us all about the importance of people-centered progress. It is no coincidence, therefore, that we are waiting, and this city has long been recognized as a center for development in education, culture, and vision. If it is not no more than our we are asking. The other one of NDC, I'm a person who I got to be a this will be and it will be a so we have heard the manifesto, and many of our speakers have come before me, and I want to recognize each of them. And the manifesto is a foundation of many town hall meetings, community engagements held across the country and led by His Excellency John Mahama. And therefore, when we call it a People's Manifesto, or that we are resetting Ghana, this is not a decision a few of us have made indoors. This is our collective responsibility and our collective strategy, having come to the collective realization that we need to move in another direction. So, I also want to recognize Professor Damsukwafu, the chair of all the efforts. I've never seen anyone so patient, so focused, so determined. Prof, thank you so much. We really appreciate all the work, all the sacrifice, all the tolerance that you have put in order to bring us here today. And of course, all the members too. And again, to all those who make association and Abidjan close their second and third rooms, I want to say I equal to all of you. It has been a long walk, but we have arrived at the right destination. So we are not complaining. Actually, we are just happy. So, this launch campaign is the result of a visionary initiative commissioned by His Excellency Mahama some 4 years ago, and it has sustained us in the policy direction through its incubation right to its evolution and launch today. With foresight, His Excellency asked for the beginning of crafting of what might someday become the manifesto. And even if it didn't, it would have been the collection of thoughts, the collection of strategies that we might hand over to another group. And since it's all within the party, there was no problem. So, over the past 4 years, we have engaged from all walks of life, regardless. So, what we are proposing, in collaboration with Ghanaians at home and across the globe, is what it is that has been elaborately conveyed by His Excellency in a couple of persons. I wish to begin with education. The NDC remains unwavering in its commitment to quality and accessible education for all the nation, from kindergarten, senior high school to the university and beyond. Education is the bedrock of national development, and we are determined to ensure that every child, no matter their background, has access to a conducive learning environment. To achieve this, we will prioritize personnel quality, provision of infrastructure, and learning material, and especially the relevance of what the learners are acquiring for our future development. And we pay particular attention to our schools in the rural areas and in the rural areas. Having said that, what I'm trying to say is that education goes beyond the infrastructure. Although that is basic, it is fundamental, it ought to have been there, but it has not been. And that is why we pay attention to it. And we also pay attention to the quality of the facilitators of the whole learning process. And that explains why we keep raising the quality of teacher preparation and teacher training. Vocational and technical education is a very important area of focus. With approximately 70% of our population under the age of 30 and 50% under the age of 18, it is imperative that we prepare our youth for the job market. Now, like the media, that we know as mathematics again. If somebody wants the vocational school, it is because it is so endowed to go there. It is not so much because of students. We need to talk about language so that the students will feel appreciated and will feel encouraged, and will know that we appreciate them also for the talents that we are giving. We know without them all the value, ambition, and soul may be with us. Our manifesto also emphasizes digital literacy. I think my boss has spoken at length on that. But our vision is very clear. We want and will support an education system that prepares every Ghanaian child for a bright future. And a child who is rooted cultural legacy. We consider this to be very, very important. Therefore, all the things that have been spoken about in education support this understanding. Now let me highlight our role. We recognize the role of women. It's important for emphasizing that. It's very, very important, and we agree with you. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you also know in this country where we stand as women. In fact, before I go on, where are the women here? If you don't mind, I want all the women to stand just for a moment. And I want all of you to clap in appreciation. I want you to clap in appreciation for the NDC and for the excellent work of Mahama has done for us. By bringing all of us into the public reality, they have brought all of us. Thank you very much, Mr. So it's going to start very much. And you know, as women, we have all kinds of peculiar problems that only we know, that only we experience. You already talked about how our bodies naturally function and how that can even stop us from moving forward. It's not by accident that we look at the women from B1 to B3. It's almost still there. But we look at B3 to B6.